Welcome to the series of video tutorials on getting the most out of MetaTrader 4, also known as MT4, brought to you by IamFX at www.IamFX.com. In this tutorial, we'll be covering placing orders with MetaTrader 4. I simply go to my Market Watch tab and I highlight the currency that I would like to trade. Then I right click. I can either click New Order, or I can also hit the F9 key on my keyboard. Then appears the Placing Orders box. We notice at the top the very first item is the symbol. That would be the currency that I'm trading. I can click here and see a drop down box, so I can also choose any of the other currencies offered by the broker. However, it is much simpler to go back to Market Watch, highlight, and right click or click F9 to choose another currency. The next section is one of the most important because it indicates the volume or the lot size of the trade that I wish to place. It's very important that I have that correct before I place any trades, especially when trading with a live account. If I click the drop down box, MetaTrader 4 does have a number of defaults. However, I can simply highlight and I can put in exactly how many lots I would like to trade on this particular trade. We then notice that the stop loss and the take profit sections are grayed out. That is because IamFX is an STP or straight through processing broker. Therefore, the order types are market execution and also pending orders only. Most dealing desk brokers or market makers provide instant execution. The difference is with market execution is that the order goes directly to the liquidity provider, also known as the LP, and the order is executed based on what the market has available at that particular point in time. This gives us generally better spreads and better order execution than we would find with dealing desk brokers or market makers who, as the name implies, tend to make their own market. Now we can see our current prices here. We have both the bid and the ask price for this particular currency. If I wish to place a pending order, I do then have the ability to place the stop loss and take profit, and I can set a buy limit, a sell limit, a buy stop, or a sell stop. For the sake of this tutorial and for illustration, we'll now place a market order, and on the euro dollar we are going to sell by market by simply clicking here, and we can see that the order immediately appears on our MetaTrader 4 platform. Sometimes during news times and other busy times, it may literally take a second or two for the order to appear. Once it does, it is assigned a ticket number, the type of order, the lot size, the currency, and the price where my order was filled. At this point, I can either print that information or click OK. Now that my order has been placed, I see that I have all the necessary information right in front of me in my MetaTrader 4 terminal section. I have the order or the ticket number, the exact time that the order was placed, the type of order, the lot size, the symbol of the currency, the entry price. Notice that my stop loss and take profit values are currently not set. I have the current price, the commission that was paid, the swap or the interest rate, and also the floating P&L known as the floating profit and loss. We also have a comment field that we can choose if we right click and click the comments field. If I had a specific expert advisor or indicator that I was using, then that information could show here in the comment section. Now, one option I have by right clicking is I can modify or delete the current order. Notice that the place order has shown again the frame for the section for placing an order, but now it's defaulted to modify the order. Notice that all these sections at the top are grayed out. Now what I want to do is modify my stop loss and my take profit. I simply click on this box that says copy as, and it immediately copies the current price into the box. I can now modify my stop loss by hitting the up or down arrows, or I can simply place my cursor in the field and use my computer keys on my computer keyboard to modify. In this case, we'll make it about 40 pips or so higher. I can do the same with the take profit, and in this case it's a sell order, so we wish to take a profit at, for example, let's go 26 and 71. So we want to make approximately 40 pips in profit with about the same stop loss. So we see here all those values are now placed in this bar, and if I click on modify order, my order has now been modified. I now have a stop loss value, a take profit value. Those values are now shown here in the order box as well. Once again, I can either print these or I can click OK. Now that my order has been modified, it's very important to note that the entire order is currently on the IamFX broker server. What that means is the entry price, the stop loss, the take profit values, and the current price are all on the broker server. Therefore, if there were a power outage or a disconnection, my trade is now 100% completely protected. Another important option for protection would be the VPS service offered through IamFX. Please contact the broker for that information. So it's important to note at this time that I can either leave my trade to either hit the stop loss or the take profit. One final option that I have is I can right click and I have the option to close the order. Again appears the familiar order placing screen, and we see in front of me that I have the option to place yet another order, or I have the option to close, and it has the ticket number and the specific lot size. So if I saw that I was in profit, for example, and for whatever reason I decided to take that profit, I can simply click on close order and the order will be closed out. Again, during news times or other times when liquidity or volume may be low, for example on banking holidays, the order may take another second or two to complete. However, it will be finished. Then I can click on account history and I will be able to see that specific trade. Again, it gives me a summary across the trade. It shows me my entry price, my exit price, my commission, my net profit was $1.26 on this particular trade. That completes this video tutorial on placing orders with MetaTrader 4. Thank you for your time and attention, and I look forward to being with you on the next video.